Gone were the days when, Prophet Uebert Angel have felt that he was the greatest of all prophets. And trust me, that was the truth. But then until he came out one time to voice out that he felt he was the greatest of all prophets until he started paying attention into details to what the Spirit is telling him about Pastor Chris. And it was like, come on, wait a minute. I mean, comparatively speaking, Pastor Chris doesn't do one on one prophecies or international prophecies and the likes, like you see in that fashion of things. But the Holy Spirit communicated with Prophet by angel and was like, hey, listen, Pastor Chris is the greatest to ever do, prophecies. So you just have to relax. And that story got my attention when Prophet by angel was sharing that particular, story. But in this case, Prophet by angel have experienced, Pastor Chris prophesying to him about some people who are key players in government in Zimbabwe, right? And this is very interesting. Let's hear what Prophet by angel.
I was in the car with one honorable member of parliament here, right? And honorable Zenda here, Pastor Felix. And we're in the same car. And Pastor Chris began to pray for me. As he began to pray for me, he said, I want to say something. He began to prophesy about what was happening in the land, in the nation, with individuals, with what they were planning to do. Everything clear. We're talking about clear vision of where you are, You see, you can look at him teaching and say, but God can give them the Amazon and know his heartbeat is. And I'll be able to go under the Amazon and pick up the oranges and the mangoes and the ants. That's forensic now. But the map of God will be with the Metatron. How on earth does a man die just by going? Where are you going? To the mountain. On the way there, boom, he disappears. And before he died, he spoke of visiting a man who was over 400 years old. He would go into the caves to pray with a man who was over 400 years old. Even if I say it right now to you, you'll be like, doesn't make sense what the man of God is saying. It doesn't make sense. You see, you need to understand something. Let me show you something. Are you getting this? I want to show you something. Are you here? So I'll give you the scriptures. 2 Kings 1:17. 2 Kings 1:17. Please quickly, because of time. So what happened? Going to? And Jehoram reigned in his stead in the second year of Jehoram, the son of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah. So they ruled together. No. You are missing this. Where are my theologians here? I'm caught betwixt two. Now, you are my super theologians. Let's go to theologians here. I want you never to miss what you're about to hear. So he died according to the word of the Lord, and Elijah had spoken, and Jehoram.
Now, it is happening. It is happening. So you have seen how Prophet by angel shared, the details of prophecies that Pastor Chris gave him, about the things that are happening in Zimbabwe, regards to, government issues and all of that. Let's put that one aside. But the details, of prophecies that Pastor Chris is able to give to him, he was very amazed. Everybody in the vehicle was amazed because every detail of the prophecy was just the truth. And my question on this particular subject is, what do you think it is? You know, if somebody is being ranked the highest in a particular office, doesn't mean, you know, doesn't mean to say that that person is everywhere into details with prophecies. Sometimes people see things, they don't see it, they just pray for you. A typical example, Pastor Chris, with his healing, it doesn't mean he doesn't have information about the details of what is happening to you. He just don't say it, but he just say out or something and just leave you and you are free. Very simple like that. All right, because he is occupying more like the office of the apostolic, right? you know this is limited something. I'm just sharing my thoughts. This is not something out there. I'm just sharing my thoughts, so just chill and don't get me wrong, right? And so that's apostolic. Then when you take the prophetic office, that is the office. So like prophet angel have occupied the prophetic office for a very long time. They do it details into details into details because that's the office. That's the job. All right. Unlike the apostolic office like Pastor Chris is occupying, it is so much different from the prophetic office. That one is another level of things. So it's just what it is. So if you don't take care, you would think maybe Pastor Chris is less of a prophet, right, than this A or B or C or D, right? But then you can be getting it wrong when you are thinking in that manner, right? There are a lot of prophets, there are a lot of people who can see, visions and all of that and blah 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 and whatnot who are apostles, but this particular time we are subjecting on only Pastor Chris, right? Like Pastor Chris does, you might think he is not, but he is, right? And so, since Prophet Benjo got that information, it changed everything for him. So he came out and said it on his platform, numerous times to that number that, listen, I thought Pastor Chris was less of a prophet, but I was wrong. He's one of the major prophets the world have ever seen. So that is it that you are having right here. Prophecy given to Prophet Angel about Zimbabwe by Pastor Chris, and it's happening. My name is Shodan. I love to break down gospel messages like this. Make sure to subscribe if you've not done that. Put out some post notification if you've not done that, and kindly visit the description box, subscribe to the backup channel if you've not done that. My name is Shoda Nixon. Honestly, thank you for watching this video.